I think about short putts. I think about these 4-footers, 5-footers that you miss a lot. And the first thing I have to say is that you've got to get your club face perfectly lined up to your intended line. And I always bring a shaft out and I put it on the ground, and then here I'm going to make sure that the face and the shaft on the ground are at right angles to one another. Then I know my club face is square. You don't have time to make a compensation like maybe a longer putt where you may loop it back and hit a decent putt. We're talking about short putts that are more of the micro stroke, much shorter, a little bit more of a pop hit to it. Remember, I was talking about in a long putt, I talk about 1001. Well, for the accent of a long stroke at 1001, it's the accent of an Alabama person for a long putt. You're looking at a Boston accent, 1001, 1001. So it's much quicker and shorter. So I'm still going to, once I get my alignment, I'm going to go ahead and have a good beat to these putts. Notice that my weight is actually a little bit more on my left side on a short putt because I want to stay real stable. I don't want to move my body around. Some of the best putters in the world that start putting bad with the short putts, they feel their head moving off the ball. They feel very wobbly, so they want to get real solid. Put a little bit of weight on the left side on the short putts so you can lock in, get your line. The stroke is much shorter back and through. You can see that my finish position is also abbreviated, and I'm going to go 1001, and you can see that the finish position is very solid. Low back, 1001. There's the finish. Watch it again. 1001. Low back, 1001. Take a look at my finish, how stable I am. Take a look at the shaft in the left arm, very in line. Most of you get into this range, your setup's not really, your base isn't good, you're moving all over the place, and a lot of you pull up and go early to kind of reach in the cup because you know that there's some anxiety that maybe you hit this great shot pretty close to the hole. So the goal again, you can see the face is square. I feel like my weight is on my left side. I'm going to stay stable. My stroke is shorter, a little bit quicker kind of a hit because then that ball is going to roll on line. Give it a little hit and don't worry about it because you're in this range where you don't want to get in a position where you go back long and then you slow down, which causes the club face to close or open. Or in fact, sometimes I see this a lot when you just almost scoop it and lift it up in the air. You want to keep the back of that left wrist nice and flat and give it a little hit. That's so important in short putts.